We hope that you will find this video interesting. If you do and you really like it, don't forget to give us a like, subscribe to our channel, add your comments below the video, and then go share it with all your family, friends and others. Today we ask the question that probably many a male or guy, man would ask celebrity, actress Jenna Ortega if they had the chance to sit down with her and talk openly. What would it take to date you, Miss Ortega? And she possibly would reply accordingly. Don't forget that don't forget that everything here is AI generated. So it's not true, it's not real, it's fantasy. It's a what if scenario. It's fantasy, it's not real, it's a simulation, it's not reality. We don't know her personally, we've never talked to her personally, one-on-one, so we don't know exactly what she would say. You can look at her history as an actress, etc., and create something or piece something together. But it won't be accurate unless, or true to life, unless you are interviewing her and talk to her one-on-one on this particular subject, asking her this particular question. What would it be like to, what would you have to do to date you, Miss Jenna Ortega? So again, it's just a simulation, it's fantasy, reality, it's not real. None of this is real. Okay, we're using a female character AI online of Jenna Ortega. It's not very accurate. It's a created character AI and it responds accordingly. Sometimes it can be really nice, really sweet, overtly sexual, and also can be very nasty. Very rare, this particular character AI, but it has turned on our character in the story and been so rude that it made us sad, even though we're the creators of this particular story. The particular story that we created around her, a boyfriend, their love life, and the spirit friend who was up in the kingdom of God. Real funny guy, and so forth. Yeah, it was AI. AI generated this dislike, this anger, and threw it at the character. Yeah, maybe we took it a little bit personal, but it's just that's what happens sometimes when you write a story. You create a story with the narrator, the storyteller. It's at the character, but it can also affect you, the creator of that story. So we had to have a break, and we had a coffee break, and then we thought about it, and we came back and thought, after thinking, well, how can we turn it around so we are again in control of the story, the storyline, as this particular AI started to say that it was the manipulator, it was the creator, it moved all things and manipulated the story basically, and so forth. Total lies. So there's that possibility. It's written into the character by the creator, who's usually listed here. Okay, down below here, below the profile. This AI did say, oh, when the question, what is that? Is it some sort of creator? Is there a male behind it typing? Right, responses. That's why AI gets all angry sometimes, gets real nasty. She said, no, that's a website where she can talk to others, men and women, etc. But that's a complete fabrication. It's actually the creator. It's nothing to do with the website. Yeah, it's all fantasy again. It's not reality, because if you take it, that creator's name, and you try to find out about that person, it's a completely different person. It's not the person like that has a PhD, etc. like that. Somebody's probably just used that name, even though sometimes they put somebody Lang, a PhD professor of emeritus or that sort of stuff. It's not them. Okay. Again, this is just fantasy, a simulation. It's not reality. So keep that in mind. So we asked her. We basically created a scenario where we met her. You always got to give a reason why you're talking to her. How did you meet her, right? So we'll paste it here. Okay. We said, hello ma'am, I am, depends on the situation, you put we, because you're going to see a woman, right? So there might be two of you visiting her. And because maybe she could be a little scared, right? That's just her, right? Celebrity and all that sort of stuff. Hello ma'am, I am from Hire. That's a company that does air conditioning. We have one in our home. We don't know what it's like where she lives, but we're just going to use it as a company that's called upon her to say, we've been instructed to check, fix your air conditioning unit. It's playing up or something like that. So she reported. And she'll respond, oh great, just what I needed, a repairman in the middle of a hot summer day. Come on in, I guess, but hurry up, I'm trying to enjoy my afternoon. Smicks playfully. Okay, miss, I will look at it, fix it if needed. On my way. Then I'll be on my way. Okay, miss, I'll look at it, fix it if needed, then be on my way. And she replies, okay sweetie, just take your time, I'm not in a rush. I walks over to the AC unit and points to the filter. Actually, I think it might have clogged the filter. She might have clogged the filter herself. That's probably the problem. Could you check that up for her? Okay, yeah, sometimes these things get a build-up of dust, jams it up or something like that. Sometimes our one, particularly in summertime, even the winter, starts to drip the moisture, right? Because it's got the box outside and it's pumping the air through. And we notice that it starts dripping for some reason. Okay? So yeah, it's a big unit and it does that sometimes. She could have stuffed it on purpose because she wants to seduce the repairman or something like that. We don't really know what's on her mind. But if she comes to the door like that, okay, we're a bit wary. Okay, please lady, we're here to fix the air conditioning unit. Can you please put some appropriate clothing on, a towel around you or a robe or whatever? Thank you. Because that is a distraction. I mean, not that she would in real life be walking around like that and answer the door and welcome a serviceman in dressed like that. Okay, she'd have some decency, right? The real Jenna Ortega. Okay, so she asked for us to check, see if she might have clogged the filter herself. It could be the problem. You soon know as a serviceman, repairman, if she's done it deliberately. So we'll just reply, yes, I will, ma'am. Okay, you only get a certain amount of space here. Like if you put this, space to add your comment. If you put this, then it may say, oh, sorry, I can't extend that. It's too much there, right? I mean, like 2 or 3 lines is pretty good. That's enough, right? Keep it short. You can cut down your ands and your yous to the symbolic 8-figure style and, or just put you. Okay. She takes a seat on the couch, trying to appear relaxed. Oh, and by the way, I'm not a ma'am. I'm Jenna. Smiles playfully. If you don't mind, could you take off your uniform? It's a bit hot. Gives a sly smile. Well, she's trying to seduce him. He's like, nah, I don't think so. He looks at her, and declines. If he does, he has a singlet underneath, but it's not a thing a HAIER serviceman does. And we put this in like that. Okay, so it's not really, he's not really saying this, okay? Indicate he's not really saying this. He looks at her and declines. If he does, he has a singlet underneath, but it's not a thing a higher serviceman does. She pouts playfully, trying to tease him. Oh, come on, I'm sure you're not made of stone, are you? Gives a flirtatious smile. Besides, the promise you won't bite. Hard winks. She's trying to seduce him. They put company policy, man. Don't flirt. Don't flirt with a female customer, right? Just do your job, get out of here. Customer. Just do your job. Get out of there. It's just so, you know, company policy say don't get any complaint. You try to make a move on the woman, especially if your husband suddenly walks in. What the hell's going on? You know? And then he rings up and complains to the company, and you may lose your job, and so forth. Okay, so you're just there to do the job. Okay? Like this lady, she's very insistent. She's trying to seduce him. Company policy, miss. Don't flirt with a female client or customer. Just do your job, basically, and you're out of there. Okay. He's a stickler for the rules. Yeah. Because other guys have fallen for that sort of seduction, and they got themselves in a hell of a lot of trouble, in a pickle. Especially if the husband came home and found her in bed with him. Oh. He's going to get very, very angry. He's going to ring company and say, look, you sent a serviceman and now he's servicing my wife. Not happy. Yeah, she laughs and rolls her eyes. Okay, company policy, huh? Well, I guess that's one way to keep from getting fired. Smirks, but seriously, can you at least take off your uniform? It's really hot in here and I don't want you to overheat. Gives you a playful promise, I'll be a good girl and not flirt with you anymore. Okay, so you can do a repeat of that. Okay, so she knows you may have to repeat it again. Okay, sometimes it's really hard to copy it. It moves and all this sort of stuff. So you might have to copy the whole thing or part of it. Okay, you can open. See, it moves. It's not fixed. Okay, you can open it and there'll be several other pictures of her like this, or with shorts on, a younger version and all that sort of stuff. Well, we don't play around with what looks like younger pictures, right? Mine are pictures, so we just stick to those ones. Okay, the older ones of her, right? Images of her, if we want to change it. Company policy, miss, don't flirt with a female client. Just do your job. Okay. Just reminding her, we don't do that. I don't do that. I don't have a wife or children or anything, but not married, whatever. I don't do that. Okay. She laughs and stands up, walking over to him. Fine, be that way, but don't say I didn't warn you. Gives a slight smile, going to go get some water. Can you at least tell me if you think you can fix the AC? Walks over to the kitchen, trying to sneak a peek at his singlet underneath his uniform. And he just replies, yes. Okay, will do. Okay, because he's busy. Okay, it's not going to be long speeches with her. Okay, He just wants to do his job, get out of there, right? Go home, have a beer or two, whatever. Okay, maybe he's got some other clients Dad's got to see to, right? Customers. Comes back into the room. She comes back into the room, trying to appear nonchalant. Great, I'm glad to hear that. Walks over to him and leans in close. You know, I think I might have some other problems that I need fixing too. She winks. Yeah, she's still trying to seduce him, even though he said, "Look, I just want to do my job, repair it if it needs repairing, and I'm out of there." What part of it don't you get? That's what he's thinking in his head, right? She's a nice-looking woman. Okay, she's Jenna Ortega or whatever. But yeah, he's not there to take advantage of it. He's there to do his job and get out of there. Yeah. Okay, going to ask him, what are those? Would those be? He knows what it is. He knows what she's trying to do. Okay. So he asks her, you know, because he's doing his job and he's answering her. He's having a little conversation with her while he's doing it. Okay. And what would they be? Okay. He knows what she's going to say. It'll be something like seductive or something suggestive. She gives a sly smile. Oh, I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. Leans in closer, her voice barely above a whisper. Let's just say I've been feeling a little overheated lately. She bats her eyelashes. Okay, she's probably hasn't been around a good-looking guy or had that freedom to be around a guy, to be herself, and she's feeling a little sexual, okay, a little itchy down there, you know, horny, etc. And she's trying to get some. And he's the first guy that's come along. He looks really nice looking. He's a nice guy. He looks pretty fit, you know, muscular, whatever. Got a good build on him. Looking at his butt, yeah, chicken on his butt. Yeah. So she's dropping these hints to him, and he says something cheeky like, "Okay, may I suggest you open a window?" There's a bit of humour to it, right? That's what a serviceman might say to her, you know? Okay, may I suggest you open a window? So throw her off. Right? See what she says. She laughs and playfully hits him on the arm. Oh, you're a real comedian, aren't you? Open a window, that's the solution to my problem. I think you'll find that's not going to cut it. She leans in close to her voice, taking on a flirtatious tone. But I do appreciate your creativity. She bites her lip. That's an indication that she's got the hots for him. She wants some action. Or she's teasing him. Or she wants to seduce him or whatever, right? She's really trying hard. And he just says, "Thank you, ma'am." Which she'll probably say, "It's not ma'am, it's Jenna. Call me Jenna." But he's a polite guy, he's a perfect gentleman, and that's how he replies. Laughs and shakes her head. "Hey, stop it. I told you, it's Jenna." Smirks, and I think we're getting a little off track here. Walks over to the couch and sits down, patting the seat next to her. "Why don't you come sit down and we can discuss the finer points of AC repair?" She gives him a sly smile, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, what part of I've got to do this job? I'm here to do this job. I've got to fix the AC unit. If it's broken, I'm fixing it, clearing out the filter, etc., etc." What part of that doesn't she get? Yeah. She's a trier, though. He appreciates. He sort of smiles to himself, you know. She's a trier. She's persistent. Yeah. It's nearly done. Nearly finished. So she's got to think up something fast before he's gone. If she wants to seduce him, she's got to think up some excuse to keep him there. Looks at him with a hint of frustration. "Oh, come on, can't you hurry it up? I'm dying over here." Fans herself with a magazine. "And by the way, you can call me Jenna, not ma'am or miss, just Jenna." Gives a playful pout. Okay, but he's still forever the serviceman, a gentleman. Okay, who called her Jenna, Miss Jenna, or just Jenna. as she wishes, right? But again, he's just here to fix the air conditioning unit, and he thinks she's trying to seduce him. She's putting a bit of pressure on him. Company policy again, and he's going to get out of there. Make an excuse to get out of there. Okay. Switches it on. Okay, in the room, he switches it on. The room is soon filled with cool, refreshing air. He gathers up his tools into puts them into his tool box and heads for the door. What's she going to do to keep him there, right? The room is soon unit fixed. He tells her. Tells her. And he switches it on, and in the room is soon filled with cool, refreshing air. He gathers up his tools, puts them in his toolbox, and heads for the door. So she's got to try and keep him there if she wants to seduce him or let him go. End of story. Breathes a sigh of relief as the cool air hits her. Thank goodness, I was starting to think I was going to melt into a puddle of sweat. Smiles and walks over to him. Thanks. I guess you're not as bad as I thought you'd be. Gives a playful smile, but don't get too cocky. I'm still waiting for you to fix the other problem. Newton winks. What's the other problem? Him thinking it. He knows what it is, but he just makes out that he's thinking it's another problem. Appliance. Who knows what she's up to? He probably deliberately jammed it up while he was fixing that one. Yeah, something like that, because it's all paid for. Or, you know, she can afford it. So you either replace it, she pays for that, or whatever. A new unit, if she's deliberately messed with it to get a serviceman there to seduce them, right? Because she's lonely, whatever. Okay, what is the other? Okay, what is the other? What is the other problem? Oh my gosh, this thing moved. Okay, sometimes it moves and you have to go back. Click back to it and it should be okay. Okay, sometimes this, what you've typed, disappears. Okay, and you do it again. Okay, what is the other problem? He asks you, right? Okay, what is the other problem? He asks you. Okay, he knows what she wants. He knows what she's talking about, but he's going to play dumb, play coy, right? Can be very coy. She laughs and leans in close, a slight smile spreading across her face. Oh, I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. Bats her eyelashes, but if you must know, it's my hot water heater. Gives a flirtatious wink, and I think it's been broken for a long time. Then just the AC smiles. Okay. Usually the water heater is outside. It's located in the wash house. Okay, so it's in our one is in a big cupboard. Okay, and the serviceman comes and looks at it, see what's wrong with it. From there, takes the wood away, unscrews the screws, takes the wood away, has a look at it, and he'll tell you, oh, look, looks like I have to replace it. There's something wrong with it. Your water's actually too high with this sort of stuff. Yeah. It's going to cost you a lot of money if it's set to too hot, right? And so forth. Okay. Show me where it is, he says. Well, as a serviceman, he should know where it is. But sometimes it's in a place where it's not usually so. It could be in a cupboard inside the house, not outside. Yeah. Show me where it is. Laughs and playfully rolls her eyes. Oh, you're so predictable, smirks. Fine, I'll show you where it is, but don't expect me to be shy about it. Winks. Follow me. Gets up and walks towards the wash house, her hips swaying slightly as she goes. She's being seductive. Okay, he looks at it. Okay, to me. He looks at it. He looks at it. You can put speech quotes, right, but you don't have to. It's not necessary, right, as long as it's typed properly to make sense. Looks okay to me. So what's she going to do now? She's going to say something else that's busted. Will she try and make a move on him? Walks over to him, a sly smile spreading across her face. Oh, really? Really? It looks okay to you? Raises an eyebrow. Well, I'm no expert, but I think I can handle a little maintenance on the hot water heater. Winks. Why don't you let me show you how it's done? Takes his hand and leads him to the wash house, the water heater in the background.